If you're a bedroom producer, your most important piece of recording equipment is most likely your audio interface. Interfaces allow you to accurately listen to your music, track instruments and vocals, and, depending on the preamps, even color your sound in pleasing ways. In this episode of Review and Shop, we picked the best Mac and PC Thunderbolt and USB audio interfaces in 2022. If you like the video, please push the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can share a comment about video and many more. You can find the products by links in the description section. Enjoy the video. We get start to list with Antelope Audio Zen Go on the number 5. Antelope is a newer company than Universal Audio or Apogee and specializes in digital audio gear. Its entry-level audio interface, the Zen Go, is less pricey than the Universal Audio Apollo Solo and the Apogee Symphony desktop but offers similar specs. It's got 2 combo mic line instrument inputs and is upgradable up to 4 inputs total if you've already got another interface that has SBDIF out, like the Scarlett 6i6. It's also got multiple output options, including RCA, TRS, and 2 front panel headphone outputs with separate volume controls. Apart from price, the main difference when comparing Antelope versus Apogee is portability. Unlike the Symphony desktop, the Zen Go doesn't require a power supply. Instead, it draws power directly from the USB port. It also comes pre-packaged with 37 built-in Synergy Core DSP effects, like EQ, reverb, and several different iconic guitar amps and cabinet models. These are run using the onboard DSP, making the Zen Go a great interface for guitar players who want to use FX without a computer. Next on the number 4. Apogee Symphony Desktop. If you've already got a home studio set up and you're looking to make a step up, the Apogee Symphony Desktop audio interface could be the right move. It's more expensive than the Apollo Solo with the same number of combo inputs, but it can support up to 10 total audio inputs. So you could record a whole drum kit with just this interface, as long as you have an Audient expander. When it comes to Apogee versus Apollo, there are some similarities and key differences. Both the Apogee Symphony Desktop and the Apollo Solo series have onboard DSP to emulate classic analog hardware, but the instrument input on the Symphony has a colored FET circuit. This means your direct-in electric guitar will have a little more flavor, like how a tube amp warms up the character of a tone. The Apogee Symphony Desktop offers 2 independent headphone outputs, and unlike the Apogee Solo, it also has USB 2.0 compliance. So if you have an older desktop or laptop, you may want to go with the Symphony. We continue to list with Universal Audio Apollo Solo Heritage Edition on the number 3. WID's Apollo series has delivered some of the most beloved audio interface lines on the market for nearly a decade, and the company's new Apollo Solo interface is no exception. The main draw is the built-in digital signal processing, which lets you use onboard WID-powered plugins when recording and mixing to avoid putting too much stress on your computer's CPU. The Apollo Solo is the company's latest entry-level model, but it's got pro specs: 2 XLR mic line combo inputs with high-quality unison preamps, 1 instrument input, a headphone output, and a pair of lineouts to connect to studio monitors. The Apollo Solo is great whether you're a total beginner or someone with a few years of production experience because it comes with WID's real-time analog classics plugin bundle. So, you'll also get emulations of classic compressors and EQs. Best of all, the Apollo Solo comes in Thunderbolt and USB-C versions, meaning that Windows users without Thunderbolt ports on their computers can finally get their hands on WID's coveted plugins. For those wondering, the advantage of Thunderbolt is that it reduces round-trip audio latency. With USB, that latency is around a minimum of 4.5 milliseconds. With Thunderbolt, it's under 1 ms. And next, number 2. Audient 4 MkII. The Audient 4 audio interface was refreshed in 2021 with some very useful new features. The 2-channel IT4 MkII still has the signature Audient microphone preamp tied to a combo XLR input on the back, as well as an instrument channel on the front. It no longer requires a power supply and is USB 3.0 compatible. There's a dedicated mute button, and you also can press down on the hefty rotary volume knob to immediately dim the output by 15 dB, which any audio engineer worth their salt will tell you is incredibly handy. The coolest new trick on the ID4 MkII and its bigger brother, the ID14, is loopback. This lets you route two virtual audio inputs from any other program on your computer into Pro Tools or Cubase, making the ID4 perfect for streamers, podcasters with remote Zoom guests, and more. And finally, number 1. Solid-State Logic SSL2 Plus. SSL is an audio company with some serious audio pedigree, and now you can get the rich sound of its world-renowned boards in your bedroom with the SSL2 and SSL2 Plus. But don't let the affordable price fool you. These are serious units, with two top-notch mic preamps with separate plus 48 volts phantom power switches that each come with a legacy 4K circuit, letting you get the analog color enhancement made famous by the company's recording consoles. Now you can get it in your home studio. This is another USB interface with USB 2.0 compatibility that uses bus power, making it perfect for on-the-go producers. One underappreciated aspect of this audio interface is the look. The SSL2 and SSL2 Plus sport the signature knobs from SSL's legendary consoles. You can't go wrong here.